Hey everyone, this is Jordan from sleeklens.com, and in this video I'm going to go over some basic rules of composition when it comes to beginning photographers. This isn't just for beginning photographers, as these rules are used by even the most popular and most famous photographers out there. But this, a lot of beginners want to know what are some basic rules of composition to elevate their photos. And here are four types or four different examples of basic composition rules that you can follow to kind of elevate your photography. So the first rule is, and these are not really rules that you should actually live by. These rules are made to be broken, but these are beginning steps to get you to elevate your photography. So the first rule of composition is the most common and the most widely used, and most everybody's heard about it. It's the rule of thirds. Take this image here. This is of an old barn, and you can see how the barn is off to the left. It's on the bottom left. So if I were to turn on a grid, and normally a grid is kind of built into your camera. On most cameras, they actually have lines, a grid line that shows you where these lines are. And so what you basically do is cut your photo into 9 sections or 9 pieces. And so you have 3 pieces, 3 pieces, 3 pieces, and they kind of span your photo. And your rule is to go ahead and put your subject, the main focal point of your photo, in one of the intersecting lines. Normally that's to the bottom left, bottom right, top left, top right, that sort of thing. But it can also be used for landscapes where you want to show more of the foreground, less of the sky, or vice versa. So this is the most commonly used one, and most everybody's heard about it, and it's a really popular rule of composition, and it's one quick thing that you can do to make your photos stand out. So the next one is the balance rule of composition. What this normally means is if you take this photo right here, there's a focal point, but there's kind of 2 focal points. They kind of balance each other out. They don't make the photo more heavy on one side or the other. So this photo, I have an entryway, I have a door there, and then I have a equally weighted subject, which is the chair and the window, on the other side, and they're kind of balancing each other out. And so that's an easy way to do it. Most people call that the non-foreground technique, where there's not a immediate foreground, but it's still a balance of composition. The next one is symmetry, and these are this can kind of be construed as a plain shot. But what you're basically doing is balancing out, kind of like the one before. You're balancing out, but you're putting everything on equal playing field. Everything is perfectly in line. It's symmetrical. You got the perfect amount of information on the left and on the right, and they kind of just come together. So you can see this photo here. I have the chairs here. I got the flowers in the middle. They're perfectly in the middle here, and it's just very symmetrical all the way through. And so that's a really good photo, a really good way to kind of demonstrate that. And the last kind of most widely sought after, I would assume, is what people would kind of classify this, are leading lines. Leading lines are great. If you have to live by only 2 of these compositional methods, I would definitely choose rule of thirds and leading lines. You will definitely be able to elevate and separate your photography from the rest using these 2 techniques. And so what leading lines do are actually draw your eye into the photo, into the main subject. So in this photo right here, you can see that I have a beach entryway, and the entryway fence is drawing your eye towards the sun. That's kind of a little bit off center to the right there. It's a perfect way to draw your eyes in and tell the viewer how and what you want them to focus on. So that's a perfectly leading line to show people what you want them to focus on. A lot of people kind of do roads and streams and stuff like that. They're all leading lines, and they work really great. So that's 4 compositional methods. Hope you guys enjoyed that video. Make sure to apply these to your photos, and you can definitely separate your photos from the rest and start to learn more rules of composition that way. So thanks for joining me in this video. Make sure to visit sleeklens.com for everything in photography related, and I'll see you in the next video.